City of Stevens Point Historic Preservation Design Review Commission meeting, recorded May 4, 2000.
Get ready to go and call to order the May 4th, 2022 meeting of the Historic Preservation Design Review Commission. We'll start with a roll call. Siebert?
Here.
Christensen?
Here.
McFarland?
Present.
I see you. Can you say that again, Eric, just so?
Present.
Oh, thank you. Monk?
Here.
Scripps is excused. Malevsky is absent, and Hornig?
Here.
All right, and then you will, Hornig will have voting rights for the next remainder items. So, next on the agenda is the selection of a chairperson for the Historic Preservation Design Review Commission. So I'd like to entertain any nominations for one of you five to be chair. No pressure.
Mr. Christensen?
No,
No, I'm just, I thought you had, I'll do it again. I'll nominate me.
Yeah, I'll second that.
All right, any other nominations? All right, all those in favor of nominating Commissioner Siebert as chair of the commission, say aye.
Aye.
All right, that is a majority, and Chair Siebert, this is your meeting.
Okay. Next is, selection of a vice chairman. So open the floor to nominations for a vice chair. Anybody?
Peter, nominate you.
Okay. Okay.
I'll
Any
second
other?
that.
Pardon?
Oh, nominations don't even need a second.
You don't need a second.
No.
Just if
Yeah.
there's any other
Any other nominations? Eric?
It's my first day.
No, I thought you said something. That was, okay. All right. All those in favor of Peter Monk being vice chair, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Okay. Number 4, report on the April 6th, 2022 meeting. I would entertain a motion to accept the minutes as,
I move to accept the minutes.
okay, a second, please.
I will second that.
Right. Any corrections or modifications, whatever, to the minutes? Seeing none, I would entertain a vote. All those in favor of accepting the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, and then number 5, a request from Mr. Sherrill for facade improvement grant, excuse me, to restore the front facade of the building at 1040 Main. Again, I would entertain a motion to accept the,
We'll give a quick
oh, you want to give a quick one?
presentation.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, thank you, Chair. So in the absence of, Mr. Sherrill is unable to attend the meeting this afternoon, so I'll give just a brief background as to the project overall and then the request before you all this afternoon for the facade grant request. So for the new commissioners, back in December, this commission voted to approve a design review to do 2 major improvements to the building, focusing both on the south and north facade. South facade being, before I get to that, first on the screen here, you can see the what the building, both on the south facade and north facade, looked at prior to the start of the construction. So for the south facade, what the applicant is intending to do is to redo the door configuration. So previously there was this one central door located in the center of the entranceway. The goal is to essentially recreate the storefront as what it looked like prior to 1907, the original appearance of this building, to have 2 primary storefront entrances for the purposes of holding numerous merchants that would be occupying the space. And the image on the right-hand side of the screen shows just, again, another mock-up of what this would look like for the south facade. The north facade would be to add a smaller addition, I believe 900 and some odd 446 square feet, excuse me, for an addition to the rear of the property. So the rightmost image shows what existed prior to the start of construction, and then this right picture here shows what the proposed improvements would look like. So as I mentioned, in December, this commission voted to approve the design review. The applicant and the selected mason contractors started to perform the improvements to the south facade in preparation for, and again, installing these two doors, and did run into some issues primarily with, as the applicant phrased in his application, found that the east-facing brick wall from the basement to the roof was sheared from the side wall. And, in conversations with the applicant at the time, this issue didn't come about as a result of the improvements that were done at the time. It was something that was long-standing. It was there. It's just, it wasn't noticed until the start of construction. So due to that, the scope of this project grew from more, as I mentioned, the installation of these two entrance doors to more of a storefront restoration project. And as such, the proposed work would not be eligible for federal tax credits. The applicant was intending to apply for federal tax credits as part of this project. So in lieu of that, the applicant is requesting for facade grant funds in the amount of $43,912. See on the screen 2 contractors who submitted bids. Staff reviewed it and would recommend approval.
Okay.
So,
Do you want to add something?
yeah, just real quick, in most scenarios where you're talking about the brick being removed from the building and being replaced, that would have come before this commission before it occurred. However, given the emergency state of the building, where the brick was literally falling away from the structure, city staff did take some liberties and did allow them to remove the brick for public safety. Again, in a perfect world, we would have brought it before the commission. We would have had a conversation about it before the work commenced. But because of the public safety concern, there's some leeway with that component in our ordinance. And so community development staff did allow them to remove the brick before. I know we did work with Tim a little bit as well, letting him know kind of the situation. So not a perfect scenario, but unfortunately, sometimes these are the types of things we have to deal with. So.
And that verbiage is on page 10 of the agenda packet, kind of outlining those emergency situations and the process that takes place under those circumstances. So,
Are the bricks going to be reused?
correct, yes.
All right, at this point then, there it is. Entertain a motion to accept the proposal as, and the staff recommendations.
I would be glad to make that motion. It is in my district, and I have been able to watch the progress of the thing. I think it's, I think it's gonna be an excellent project, and it's gonna be a nice addition, so, yes, I would definitely make that motion.
Second, please.
I'll second.
Second, okay. Any further discussion or questions for either Ryan or Adam?
I just want to commend city staff on handling it, I think, very well as you read through. I think taking public safety into consideration was very appropriate in this situation. And so I'm glad they did put that front and foremost, so. I think they handled the situation very well.
Any other comments? Can't really see Eric, he's got that thing in front of his face. Guess not. Okay, call a vote then. All those in favor of the proposal by Mr. Sherrill and the staff recommendations, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Passes. There are no nays. Okay. Yep. Then we have adjournment.
We are adjourned
very much.
at 4:09.
That's quick.
Yeah.
A video of this meeting is available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.